Hey guys, Sabri here, and in this week of Hey Sabri, I'm going to do a rapid fire session. I know that there's been lots and lots of questions as this channel starts to grow. I appreciate all the likes, love, shares, comments that you guys are dropping, and as such, I'm going to jump in and do a rapid fire where I just plow through as many of these questions as I possibly can. So let's rock and roll. The first question comes in from Landon Bates. Hey Sabri, you mentioned human psychology as being extremely important in your marketing strategy. What are some of the best places you recommend to learn about human psychology? Great question. The best places that I recommend is going into forums, YouTube comments, and also Amazon comments, to be honest. It's not reading some esoteric book about human psychology, but it's about actually going out and listening to these conversations that people are having in forums, in private, right? And hearing verbatim, what are their concerns? What's keeping them up at night? What motivates people? Looking at the best-selling products in categories and industries. That's people voting with their credit card that they see value in it. Then in addition, for me, like I've made over 1 million sales calls in my career. And what I mean is that I have literally cold called 1 million people. And in saying that, that's like first-hand human psychology of seeing what motivates people, what doesn't motivate them. But if you're a business, you're selling a product, a service, which I take it you are, you really want to do all that first-hand research, not only by going into these forums and going on groups, but then constantly surveying your customers and seeing what value that they get out of certain things, what motivated them to buy, and then basically taking it from there and constantly refining it. It's not just a one-time event. It's a continual thing. You need to constantly be looking and being a student of markets and a student of people. That is the biggest thing that will pay the most dividends in your marketing. Now, the next question comes in from the JE podcast. I'm an employee with an entrepreneurial mindset, but the owner lacks leadership and discipline. Do I move on and find another job, or get them to change, or just focus on myself? That's a great question. So first of all, you know, when you're a part of a company and a team, the biggest prerequisite that you want to look for is this company growing fast? Is there going to be lots of opportunity? Is there an opportunity for attaching myself to the revenue function of this business and growing the revenue of this business? And if you're not working for someone that's inspiring, that has leadership, and it's a fast-growing companies, and it's an autonomous work environment where you can go out and just do your best work, then I don't think that you should spend your time and energy on trying to change that business or that leadership function. And you should look for an opportunity that is going to be rewarding, right? But I don't think that the other part of your question, or is should I just work on myself? It's not either or, right? You should always be working on yourself. It's the single best investment that you could ever make in your business, in your life in general, is to invest in your own self and your own skills, and then looking at how can you impart those skills and all of that work and inner game that you've done, and deploy that against your personal life, deploy that against where you're working, in your business, in value creation. So I hope that helps you. Next question, let's see who this one comes in from. Axe Gogi. Hey Sabri, welcome back. As a marketing agency, how do we sign clients that already have their own people working for them in marketing? Well, if you follow my channel and you follow my advice, then I'm going to assume that you use marketing as a stimulus that you put in front of that marketplace that gets them to respond and reach out and say, yo, I've got a problem, can you help me with this? So if people are reaching out to you and they're asking for help, regardless of if they've got an internal team or they don't have an internal team, what they do have is a problem that they need to get solved. And if they're still reaching out to you, that would suggest that their team is not capable of solving this problem because they're still experiencing it and they're motivated enough to reach out to you and ask you if you could help them, right? So the conversation needs to get very raw and very blunt with they're like, oh, but how would you work with my marketing team? It just comes down to, well, what's really important to you? Is it in how I work with my marketing team, or is it if you solve this problem? How much is this problem costing you per month in your business or per year in your business? And then what would you be willing to pay in order to solve that problem, right? Because if your team was able to solve that problem, then you wouldn't have that problem and we wouldn't be on this phone call right now. So I don't really care if there's an internal marketing team or there's not. It's like ultimately we are paid and compensated by the complexity of the problems that we solve. And if someone's still experiencing that problem, that means that their team is not capable of solving it. So keep your attachment on the problem that they're experiencing and how you can help them solve that problem, and forget everything else because it's just noise. Now, another question, this is the last one for the day, comes in from Eamon. Hey Sabri, your videos on Facebook ads copy are amazing. Thank you. Can you please do more videos on Facebook ads copywriting, or even a mini course? I'm sure people would take it in a heartbeat. I already have a program on it, my man. It's called Quantum Growth. It's a 6-week training program that walks you through everything from exactly how to get the most valuable intel and just camp out in the minds of your buyers to pump up your offers on steroids, to writing Facebook ads, from the headlines to the lead-ins to the link descriptions, the angles, the hooks, what works, the images, the creatives, everything that I've got. I've left a lot of juice for free on this YouTube page, and even in my book that you can pick up for free as well. In terms of like long, thorough, full-on training, I've got paid products for that. Even the training that I've got on my YouTube channel is better than most Facebook ads courses, but you'll have to get more specific with exactly what it is that you want to see when it comes to Facebook ads copywriting. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this rapid fire session, and I will see you on the YouTubes. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. We're dropping a video like this almost every single day on YouTube. And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments box below with hashtag HEYSABRI, and I'll do my best to get in there and get that answered.